name is tricky because you read what's said about you, then you know what you know to be true, and the lines start to blur.
So I love animation. Animation is actually freaking awesome. It's taken me a minute to get some of this stuff fixed real quick. Ooh, sorry. Just had to test a couple things because I'm stoned. It's noon. It's past noon, but it's kind of early for me. I had some work I had to do, and I ended up. Hold on, let me turn this music off real quick. That was supposed to be the short. Sorry, I will have all this together a little bit later. I'm still getting used to a lot of this stuff. This is this is fun using animation for everything. But basically, I woke up this morning and I was just going through some of my notifications and my emails and all that stuff, and I came across this question on YouTube support. I joined. Let me pull this up real quick. So I joined YouTube support, and there are a bunch of questions where the Google community, the YouTube community, all of these communities will go through and ask whatever kind of tech support that they need. And so this is a very simple question somebody put on there a couple days ago, and it was, can I use Bitly URL shortener for links in my description? That's all the question is. That's all he's asking. It's a very simple question. And what he gets is, first, to the guy's credit, I mean, he's not saying a definitive no, but what the guy is giving him the answer, is the recommended answer here, is it's best not to. Link shorteners can cause problems. Both of these people are it gets. Let me get down to where I start jumping into this thing, because he goes into it a little bit further. What he says is, after he gets thanks, you're welcome. The reason link shorteners can cause problems, and I should have said this in my original reply, so I apologize for not doing so, is that they can be used to hide nefarious sites, and so can compromise the accounts of users. As long as the link is off YouTube is not the sole purpose. I can't even talk. As long as the link off YouTube is not the sole purpose of the more info section, then posting the full link is fine. So, I have an issue with this because for a lot of reasons. The first one of which is, if you try to share this video, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have this live streaming right now on YouTube and Facebook right now. Twitch I'm having an issue with, and I haven't linked LinkedIn yet, but basically, if you were to try to share this video anywhere off of Google, you're gonna get a link shortener. Like, YouTube itself uses a link shortener. You don't get youtube.com/ and all this other stuff. What you get is tu.be, I believe it is, and they then, like, this link that goes through there. Even your channel, like when people have something like this channel is Clubhouse Convos, and I can share it as my username and things like that. But there's also the actual channel address is a very long address. Like the vanity channel names that we put on YouTube are link shortening services. So these people, I mean, the first guy, it's okay. Like, it's not necessarily the wrong answer. He's not really diving in and saying, like, don't use this, but like he's basically saying, I wouldn't do it, and this is what he thinks. So I put in some more information about this, that I feel is necessary, and it starts an argument. And basically what I'm explaining is that you can use link shorteners, that link shorteners are not for nefarious purposes. We'll start very quickly, real quick. We'll go to Bitly, the link shortener service in question. And he's saying that this is for nefarious purposes, but like, these are major brands. Amazon, ESPN, the New York Times, Gartner, BuzzFeed, they're all using bit.ly. So, I mean, it can't possibly be that bad when 50% of the content that's coming across YouTube is already like these massive $1 trillion and $100 billion companies that are using this exact site that it's in question. Yes, there are some shortened links from Bitly that you'll get a text from some crazy person trying to get you to send money to a Nigerian prince or something like that. But like, on the whole, there's nothing wrong with link shorteners. Link shortening services, especially Bitly itself. I mean, Bitly is clearly being utilized by a large number of large companies, much less that you have companies like Twitter that has its own link shortening service. So every single tweet, are we saying that every single tweet is not possible on here? And YouTube itself uses the thing. So this is how the conversation goes. I explain initially that like, hey, look, it's not that bad. And it's exactly what I say. You can use link shorteners. It's not really necessary. I'll occasionally use them. In fact, as a matter of fact, I'll give you a challenge right now. Go find a single YouTube video at all. Go to your homepage. Find a YouTube video anywhere that does not have a link in it. I mean, even on YouTube's official YouTube channel, there are links. There are links in the chat that we're having about this. But this is where this guy takes this ridiculous argument. So, he tags me in this. He takes the time to tag me. He's a silver product expert on the Google forums. This guy's never used YouTube in his life. This guy, I honestly, by the end of this, I question if this guy ever even used like the internet at all. Really, like this guy is so pathetic. It's so bad. But here's where it starts. With the information you've just given, it's obvious you haven't read or understood YouTube's spam policies. So I strongly suggest you go read these now and adjust your content accordingly before your channel is terminated. Then he links to their spam policies. So what this guy is saying is because YouTube has spam policies that you are not allowed to link to anything. Links are banned on YouTube because they have a spam policy. I mean, guess what, retard? They have... I'm sorry, I'm a cat. I don't know human terms, so like, we'll go with something else. Well, okay, idiot, moron, bottom of the barrel trash, completely... You are not a product expert. You're an expert in being an idiot. Because they have a spam video policy, YouTube does, but does that mean you can't post videos at all? No, that's what this guy's trying to say. You cannot post any links. This is where he's going to keep going, because I go off on him already. He's already an idiot. He's already accusing me of something without just so stupid. Like, the New York Times is spammy. Disney is spammy. Fucking Gartner is spammy. Yeah, I'm very sure that all of these are spammy. I'm sorry, but they're... 18 billion people have seen the top 2 videos on YouTube, Baby Shark and Despacito. This is what I get into in all of this, is that that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So here's where this guy, I try to be nice. Like, hey, I think you're misunderstanding. I don't use a link shortening service to hide what any of that stuff is. Twitter has a link shortening service. So if you were to link to any of these tweets or to anything on Twitter, then you're going to get a link shortening automatically. YouTube itself has a link shortening service. So if you are going to link to anything on YouTube, it's going to go through a link shortener. So this is basic internet. Basic internet. This is a guy on a help forum. This is a silver expert. And here's where he goes back into this. No, it's you that don't understand. Links leading video viewers away from YouTube and onto external sites in general violate the spam policies if you put them into your video descriptions, especially in excessive numbers. I mean, in excessive numbers, sure, whatever. But so let's go to YouTube itself. I'm going to pull this up just so you can see YouTube's own channel on YouTube and see exactly what this guy is trying to say does not happen. What the fuck? Am I getting like spammed on air? Okay, so here we go. YouTube, what is it? YouTube Rewind, I think, will for sure get us to YouTube. So we will go to the YouTube channel. This is the official YouTube channel. Pick the very first thing on here, and we've got TED. So here comes an ad, first of all, that goes to a link to Grammarly, by the way. Right off the bat, there is a link in the video to Grammarly embedded by YouTube, by the Google. This is all done by Google. This has nothing to do. This is put on every video. And this guy's like, no, they don't exist. So first off, no. And so then you've got, this is TEDx. This isn't the official, we'll go to the official YouTube thing. This is just linked on the official YouTube thing. He's saying this right here, bit.ly, 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 TEDx. Bit.ly is on TEDx on the official YouTube channel. That's where we got this from. This is straight off of this PBS. Let's see if PBS does it. Does PBS, to PBS's defense, they didn't at least have an ad at the beginning, but do they have any kind of all right, they don't have any kind of links right now. Oh, well, nope. There they are on Wikipedia. There's an outgoing link to Wikipedia, even on PBS. I honestly don't think that we'll ever find anything where it doesn't do this. But let's go check the actual YouTube, like YouTube stuff. Let's find their videos that they've actually posted. These are the ones posted by YouTube, yeah? So this is 1 day ago, just to make sure that we're as current as possible. This is a day ago posted by the official YouTube channel. And look at it. Oh, look at that. External links. We've got external links. Oh, no. So this guy's saying that you cannot do, just because he wants to be right, that none of this exists, that none of this about link shortening services is correct. So what he's going into, I mean, I have to explain to him that, like, look, this is obviously, and he replies when I say, look, it's like you've not even used these services ever in your entire life, because literally it's everywhere. It's on the YouTube themselves do it. And this guy still trying to go like video spam is what he get links to. So guess what, guys? According to this, you cannot post videos on YouTube because YouTube has a video spam policy. This is the kind of dumbassery that you get inside of the YouTube community. Do not ever use this community tab, because my God, this guy has not used YouTube. This guy has not used anything in the internet. I mean, wow. This is just wow. But stick to the help center. Don't go anywhere near these community people. They are just toxic. That guy is bad. That was bad advice. Link shorteners are great. Everybody uses them. The YouTube help community is terrible answers, always wrong. That's the lesson that we've learned today. That is what we know about link shorteners. And whatever you do, don't trust the YouTube community. Don't trust the help community, wherever that Google support. Don't trust the community of Google support. It's ridiculous. Trust the real YouTube community. Knows what they're talking about. Anyway, have a wonderful day. This has been River, and we're at Clubhouse Conversations and Thought for Your Penny, and everywhere else on Facebook, on Google, on everywhere. It doesn't matter. Click wherever you want to click, because that guy is ridiculous. That forum is wrong. Goodbye.